Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. I can't remember, I'm about to ask a question, but I can't remember if I've done it recently. I don't like to ask the same question too recent, but I'm going to ask it. Who's interested in you right now? Who is it that is interested in you right now? Someone who's single. Enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're single. It's a patient person. Little Sag energy. It's definitely a patient person. This is someone who tempers their passions, their words. It's just a person who's single. Very calm, very balanced person. Yeah, they could be popular, maybe well known. The Star. Could be someone who gets a lot of attention. They often get chased by a lot of people. This person feels that you may be their type. Yeah. I think they're different than your usual type, though. That's what I feel like it's saying. Yeah. They are popular. I feel maybe well known. You might know this person. There could be mutual friends, things that you know here. People you know. Yeah, but I see the Six of Wands. This person is someone who, I think there's someone who gets a lot of attention, maybe a lot of unwanted attention. They're really popular. Yeah, this is someone who gets a lot of unwanted attention. They get a lot of attention they're not interested in. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty popular here. They're different than your usual type. Maybe they are your type. You'll have to take that as it resonates. Yeah, I do see connecting. You could have mutual friends. Not necessarily. This person's definitely someone with a lot of hope. I just have to look at this energy. It's trying to tell me something else here. I feel like you know who this is. If you don't, you're going to find out. It may not be meant to be known just yet. Yeah. This could be someone keeping it all in too, not saying anything till they're ready. But it is a person who I think is popular. They get a lot of attention. Or they're just well known. What about this Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, they got a King of Swords energy. They're smart, intelligent, charming, witty. They speak truth. They say it like it is. Little Aquarius energy there too. They are someone who generally just kind of lets things go. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't carry a lot of baggage around, that's for sure. I think they get a lot of attention, probably have dated a few people, but they get a lot of people chasing after them they're not interested in. But this person's interested in you. So, now they could really be any sign. I'm just mentioning them just for energy purposes. Now, the King of Swords is a person who sometimes can come across a little cold because they get a lot of unwanted attention. They're always getting chased. Even when they show that they're not interested. Yeah, the Star, someone popular. What else do you need to know about this person? Let me grab a smaller deck. Little smaller. What do we have? Okay, this will do. I'll just use this deck again. Tell me about this King of Swords. Everyone's a little different. Tell me about them. What is it that the viewers need to know? Yeah, this person's someone who sees things clearly. They want to start something. This person's generally very positive, happy. Why? Because they don't hold on to baggage. They just let things go. Yeah. Very, very intelligent. They are someone with experience. I do think their sword's up. They're very guarded because of, like I say, somebody who gets unwanted attention. Tell me about Temperance. Yeah, they could be a Leo too. There's Leo energy. They're bright, they're happy, they're positive, they're high vibration. This is somebody so high vibrational so positive, they attract a lot of attention. That's what it's trying to say. Yeah, they're very stable. They could be a business owner, or they just have a good job. Someone who's a pretty good catch. But this is also someone who can be patient. They do temper their words. I mean, I don't feel they don't have a temper. They're calm. Like I feel they just kind of like, they temper it, even though the King of Swords is there. So they're not cruel or overly cold. They're just kind of straight to the point. This person has some kind of hope of connecting, though. They want to come together. You've likely crossed paths with this person at some point. Like I say, possible friends with friends. Look at that. Now, if you, by any chance, are somebody who chased after this person a bit, and because you were interested in them, like I say, they may have been a little guarded with that sword, a little skeptical. Those are the ones of you that know who this person is. But the Three of Pentacles is about cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. See the things you have that are mutual? See, I do see creative energy wanting to go down this path. This person wants to connect. I feel they kind of want to spend some time with you. I feel they want to learn about you. And I do feel they already kind of know some things about you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sitting here interested in you. They are. I can see they're very interested. Let's have a look at the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who, yeah, this is a person who, yeah, see that there's temperance, calm. They don't make decisions if they feel pressured. This is someone who'll cut someone out. They do not like to be pressured. They make decisions when they're home alone and when things are calm. Yeah, I can really see that with this person because they are generally a very high vibrational, happy person. They do want to get this going. Now, this person, if you were chasing after this person, they may have felt pressured and maybe didn't invest in this at that time. So that's definitely for people who know, you know who this is. But they're definitely someone who does not make decisions when they're pressured. Or if they feel pressured, they kind of close off. Whatever this person tells you, believe it. They speak truth. Let's have a look at the Six of Wands. Yeah. I think this is there's interest. There's absolutely interest. I mean, to most of you, this is just a new person. Yeah, they are someone who contemplates you. You can see they're a person who's kind of calm. They make decisions when they're calm, not in a hurry. They are, I feel, kind of busy. They're always in a rush. They're always in a bit of a hurry. But they are contemplating. Like I say, they're patient. It's about going down this path, looking for clues to see the things you have in common. So you both maybe have that similar kind of energy. If you're someone who doesn't like being pressured into things, and if you're pressured, you just back out of situations. You make decisions when you're ready, when you're calm, like, or just, you know, because it's all about temperance, tempering the passions, the emotions. This is somebody who's definitely has a lot of experience. They've dated a lot of people. Nothing long-term, things that don't go anywhere. They're not interested in something that they know right away that won't go anywhere. That's why I kind of feel like it's more like this person really just doesn't do pressure. And they won't pressure you either. Okay? And I've seen this in another reading where they will cooperate, compromise, but they won't pressure. They don't like it. They don't expect other people to as well. So, yeah, pretty interesting. But yeah, they are contemplating their life path. They're looking for clues. Yeah, they already know, I feel, the answers they're seeking. And I think you probably do. Some of you definitely know who this is. Seven of Pentacles. I mean, you can have a person interested in you that you're unaware of, but I feel like some of you are. And if you aren't, you're going to find out soon. Yeah. So this is an energy of someone definitely not interested in anyone who's playing around on the side, stepping out on a relationship, or is married or in any kind of commitment. Now, they are someone who's often fair. They look at things in a couple different ways before they make a decision. Yeah, very calm kind of person. Like I say, they're They're somebody who decides when they're the kind of person that kind of sits at home and kind of contemplates before they make any big decisions. Very good rule, very smart. Yeah, they don't make decisions when they feel stressed or pressured. Yeah. Tell me about this Two of Cups. Yeah. So they are somebody who does work. They do try to keep their life very balanced. I do think this is someone who kind of looking at where this could go. See if this could go somewhere. See, they're looking to see if this could go the distance. They're hoping for success. They're hopeful. They have, they have high expectations. But like I say, if you have too high of expectations, or you expect too much, too fast, too soon, this is a person who would probably reject you. And that's why I feel some of you, you know who this is. But it's also a person here, and this is what's so interesting about this person. Those of you who have no idea who this is somebody here who doesn't want to miss an opportunity here to connect. Now, there could be an opportunity that you've had. This person wanted to connect and missed it. I do think they are a busy person. I do think they're always rushing. Possible business owner or high-paid position. Yeah, they could be a doctor. Well, I wouldn't say doctor. Work in the sciences, teacher, police officer, Navy, Army. Yeah. I wouldn't say a judge, but definitely lawyer. Somebody who thinks a lot. I mean, it could be someone who, it's a person who calculates. So they could work with numbers. They could work in a bank. Things like that. Someone who thinks a lot. So definitely you can see the common energy to do with what this person likely does for a career, a job. They have to clear their head and spend a little time at home to contemplate things, right? They are someone always looking for clarity, always looking for truth. They could be a private investigator. Or they just investigate things. Often there's forensic auditors and things like that too. So, yeah, just trying to show you who this person is. Wouldn't be surprised if they work in the legal industry, which is all kinds of things. But they are someone who's generally very fair and a very logical person too. They make decisions that are logical. They look at things in a couple different ways to make sure it's right. But I think this person's feeling very hopeful. Yeah, see the star. This is someone here. See whether the feelings are mutual. They're looking to see if you'd be interested. I think this person's kind of expecting some way that you might not be interested. This is why they're looking for clarity. But I do think they're going to go for it here regardless because they're interested. I don't think they want to miss this opportunity. In fact, as you may have missed an opportunity to have a conversation or to talk to this person at some point, maybe someplace. Let's have a look at that Ten of Pentacles as a place. This could be a restaurant, a pub. It could be a park, indoors or outdoors. It's a place that's safe, where people spend money, often family friendly. Yeah, let's have a look at that Ten of Pentacles for a place. For a place. Oh, we do have the Hierophant. Interesting. So, yeah. The Hierophant is a place. School. Educational. Yeah, they could be a teacher, a professor, higher education. I do think they're, some of them, they are very educated. But I also feel this is someone who's self-taught. They don't always follow society's rules. This is someone who's gone down this path on their own. They've created their own path. So this is a person self-made, possibly too. But there's definitely the higher learning energy, education. Yeah, this is someone making sure that two people are maybe on the same page. I do think they have good morals and values. They definitely try to be fair. and have integrity. I do think, like I say, schedules their lifestyle. They could be a little set in their ways because they are someone who's very busy, very structured. Yeah, they kind of have their own way of doing things, but I do think they're willing to cooperate and compromise. Yeah, if another person won't cooperate or compromise with them, they're gone. But yeah, it's all about them not being pressured. They don't want to deal with anyone that pressures them, probably because they are a busy person. I feel they just rush around a lot. Tell me more about the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Yeah, so they are financially stable. Yeah, I possibly see financial stability. Self-made, they're stable, grounded. They are very practical, logical. They try to make the best, sensible decisions. They are someone who likes to plan and prepare ahead. So they aren't super spontaneous. They like to plan ahead. They like to be prepared. Yeah. Well, probably too when you see the energy of someone like this, because they like to dress nice and take care of themselves. They have a lot of self-respect for their appearance. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who works in some sort of institution. Like I say, they could even be a banker. It's going to be there's definitely different energies. Tell me about the Hermit. Yeah, this is someone who shines that little light. They look for clues and answers. Yeah, they're having a little aha. So I feel this is someone who's, they're gaining clarity and insight. It's a win or lose. See, they're kind of looking at, oh, what have I got to lose, right? I might as well go for it. So they're pretty enthusiastic, put it that way. Yeah. I think some of you, I feel like you're probably know who this is. Both of you already know. Like there's interest here because the star's here twice. Maybe you're both popular. Yeah, but this is also about, so there's definitely mutual interest and attraction. So, but this is someone who's definitely high vibrational. They attract a lot of people. Yeah. This person attracts things to them. Let's have a look at the High Priestess. The High Priestess, yeah. This is someone who's a little cautious. That connects with this, a little safe. They don't want to miss this opportunity. But I do think it is possible there has been a missed opportunity to have a conversation face to face. They're definitely someone who's quite happy. They're very enthusiastic, like they're tempered. They've tempered those passions. So I don't think this person really expects a whole lot. If you were to spend time with this person, they're not going to expect a whole lot at first. But they do know their worth. Yeah. Yeah, I think some of you've, they work a lot. So I feel there's an opportunity where you could have come towards this person. They had to work. Missing an opportunity. But I feel they're going to, this is someone a little cautious. They kind of play it safe. Yeah, probably both of you. This is how they probably see you. But it is about whether you're both interested. I do feel there's this energy of mutual interest. Or there's things that you have in common that you're both interested in. It could have to do with some kind of higher learning, education, something spiritual. Both, it's an energy of just this grounded, but I feel it has to do with spending time, feeling like home. So maybe you're both homebodies. You got common energy, definitely a lot of common energy. If you're not aware of who this is, because now when the Queen of Pentacles is here, I gotta tell you, I feel this is someone who wanted to connect, missed an opportunity because they had to work, or you had to work and you're completely unaware that this person's even interested. These are two people who often don't recognize what's going on around them. These are not people watchers. These are people who don't really care what other people are doing. They don't get in other people's business. They're focused on other things in life. Often money, stability. Yeah, pretty interesting. So I'm going to pull out a couple more cards. Just shuffle these up here. One more on this masculine energy. Yeah, so someone sees opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. This person is somebody who attracts opportunity because of what they can provide. So they're very intelligent. They have skills. So they have a lot of experience doing what it is they do. Wow. They even may teach other people how to do things. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. But this is an energy of, it is about the Hierophant, their history, lifestyle. They could teach history, or they have a lot of knowledge of it. Historian or a teacher. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They teach something. I don't know if that's their job, but they are definitely someone who attracts a lot of opportunity. Yeah, they see it. They know a good thing when they see it because they have experience. This is why they're interested. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. There we go. Yeah. See, there's the Two of Cups. They want. See, I feel there's been missed opportunities to connect because of work. Or you work together and have to act like you don't know each other, or that you're not interested. That could be the case for some of you for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the fish is here, but it's connecting with the King of Swords. Tell me more about, see, this is two fish swimming in the same directions, being on the same page. But I feel like it's more like something this person knows that they're learning. They're having this little aha moment. So I think this is someone finding out they've missed opportunities with you, or they're coming in to tell you that they've missed opportunities to connect because of work. So there's a lot of interest. Yeah, this is definitely someone who sees someone as a good catch. Yeah. If this is someone who, put it this way, this is the kind, oh, this card gets me every time. And I'll tell you why. And it fits exactly with what I was saying. If you chase after this, they get a lot of people chasing after them they're not interested in, and they make it clear. But if people keep chasing, this is a catch and release. Okay? They are a good catch. They see you as a good catch. But if this person feels like you're not their type, they will let you go. But another thing I'll tell you, they don't have a lot of baggage. As I said, they let things go. They don't hold on to a lot of baggage. So that's another thing. They release that. They are reliable, dependable. I feel they're strong, confident. I do think this is somebody who, the bear in the Lenormand is often do with hair. So I feel they have like a lot of hair, or there's something with their hair. They also, or they like yours. They are definitely reliable and dependable, but they don't have any baggage. I don't think they're interested in anybody who comes in and brings a bunch of baggage in, because if you do, they will just let you go. But yeah, they're definitely a good catcher. They see you. I feel they see you that way. This is someone, like I say, if people chase after them, even when this person's told someone they're not interested, thank you, but no thank you. And I do think they can be very gracious. King of Pentacles. They will get a little harsher, or they'll just plain out ignore you. Yeah, but I feel it's more about, there's been an opportunity, I feel, for the both of you to come together, and it's been missed because of work. They have a lot on their plate. This is someone who has a lot on their plate. They have a lot of responsibilities. Yeah, so, but look at that. See, this is someone who wants to really ask you out on a date. If you've had a date with this person, yes, they're still interested. Like I say, some of you, they may have been pressured. You were chasing them, and you may have pressured them a little. The right person knows that with the Knight of Cups, that the right person will wait till someone's ready. This is somebody also clearing their plate. They're preparing themselves to court you. So this is someone who will make you a priority once they know that you're their type, or you connect. Yeah, they don't want to miss this opportunity. I do think you've missed opportunities with this person. And if those of you who work in the same place, maybe it's something you're not allowed to do, rules, regulations, where you have to act like you're not interested. But I don't feel that's for a lot of people. It's more like they just want to date you. They see you as a good catch. I think this person is too. I mean, the King and Queen of Pentacles often know a good thing, right? Yeah. Like attracting like. Yeah, so there is an attraction. There's desire. Ace of Wands. So they are physically attracted. I do think they are attractive. I feel like you're going to find them that way. I think there's an attraction here. This is someone who's very good at attracting. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just really attractive. But, I mean, let's face it. This is also an energy of someone who just, because they're happy, they're positive. I mean, when you see someone popular, they're often funny, charming, witty, very good at one-liners, you know, that kind of energy, right? They say things that make people laugh, that are just like, almost come across as like a dry sense of humor. So there's a lot about this person. Put it this way, this person I feel has a big personality, and I feel they have a big heart underneath all this energy. So it's all about getting past the King of Swords energy of this person. So, but yeah, they definitely want to connect here. Yeah, see, they want to connect. They want to ask you out. This person will tell you, you know, this is this person, just who they are when they're ready. Some of you could have several people interested in you, because I'm getting a lot of duplicate cards without even asking a whole lot. Yeah, not a lot, but there's duplicate energy here. So I wouldn't be surprised some of you have a couple people. So those of you you're the one being chased. You're getting a lot of attention. Yeah, well, enjoy that time too. Enjoy that. Get the attention that you deserve here. Whoever it is that's coming in knows you are single too. This is the thing. So like I say, I feel like you're probably know who it is. But again, with the King and Queen of Pentacles, you never know. These two people often don't pay attention to what's going on around them. They're always focused on the task at hand because of self-discipline. You know, just that energy. Even if they're out socializing, they're talking to the people around them, giving them their full attention. They don't look around to see, right? They don't really care. And people often think they aren't interested and don't care, but they don't really care what other people are up to, as long as everything in their life is working just fine. So there you go. Wish you the best on this. Take with this energy, this information. If you don't know who it is when you are out and about, maybe take a little pause and look around. You might just look at each other. If you do, you'll look at this person and probably kind of look away. And then you want to just let this person be the one to make that first move. They like to be the one to start it. And this is somebody who has experience, so they are very well what is expected, which I've been also seeing in a lot of readings, knowing what's expected of them. Wining and dining too. They will wine and dine you. This person, they are someone with the Hierophant. They will court you. Most of you, now for some, and I do see it, that's some of you have someone who doesn't do things in the way society rules. But most of the stronger energy is someone who does. Okay? So some of you got to have a person who's got a lot on their plate. They have their own schedules, routines. They're always in a rush. They're always hurrying places. They may not be one that follows society's rules. Whereas I don't feel like they won't date you, because that obviously they're going to, and it's here twice. I would say they definitely like to plan and prepare ahead. They have to really plan ahead their schedule, because it's very busy. And this is also somebody who, and the negative of that is someone who may not have a lot of time, but when they have a lot of time, they'll put a lot of effort into it, so that you know they're interested, that they're invested. So I feel this is someone who's definitely going through maybe some lifestyle changes, structural changes, so they can make relationships a priority. Some of you, this person will make you a priority easier than others. But yeah, I just see And it could be both of you too, like making sure you're on the same page, schedules, timing, so you have time for each other. There may be some schedule changes or certain things in your lives that are more of a priority than others where you can fit each other in. Take care. Bye for now.